Good morning, students. I hope you all are safe and fine by the grace of God. This is my first video of chapter 3, the nature of matter, classification of matter. First, I will give you a small introduction of the chapter. Matter can be classified in a number of ways. Earlier, Indian and Greek philosophers and scientists attempted to analyze and classify matter into 5 main elements: air, earth, fire, sky, and water. But in modern science, there are two principal ways to classify matter. First, on the basis of its physical state, on the basis of its chemical constitution. Here the physical state means three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas, and chemical constitution refers to the arrangement, type and ratio of atoms in the molecules of chemical substances. We have learned earlier that matter exists in different states due to difference in their physical state and molecular arrangements. But if we consider the classification on the basis of its chemical constitution, all matter can be classified into two categories. First, living and non-living. And non-living is categorized into pure substances and impure substances. Here the pure substances have constant composition and are always homogeneous, and these are further divided into elements and compounds. Here the impure substances categorized into mixtures. Here the mixtures have variable composition and it may be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Here the elements can be classified into metals, non-metals, metalloids, inert gases. Children, in this video we will discuss only about the elements. What is elements? Any pure substances which cannot be broken into two or more pure substances by any chemical means is called an element. Chemists have discovered 118 elements so far. Amongst these, 82 elements are normal elements. By normal elements, we mean such elements which do not give out any harmful radiations. There are 36 elements which are called radioactive elements. By radioactive element we mean such elements which give out harmful radiations. Here elements are divided into 4 classes: metals, non-metals, metalloids and inert gases. Now we will move to next topic, properties of metal. The first property, it is solid at room temperature. Second, it has luster, that is it has a shine or metallic glow. Third property, it is malleable, that is it can be beaten into sheets. Fourth property, it is ductile, that is it can be drawn into wires. Fifth property, it has high melting point and boiling point. Sixth property, it is a good conductor of heat and electricity. Seventh property, it produces a sonorous sound on being hit. Now come to next, the properties of non-metals. The first property, it is a gas or liquid or brittle solid at room temperature. Second property, it has no luster, that is cannot be polished. Third property, it is not malleable, that is it cannot be beaten into sheets. Fourth property, it is not ductile, that is it cannot be drawn into wires. Fifth property, it has low melting point and boiling point. Sixth property, it is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. And seventh property, it does not produce a sonorous sound on being hit. Now we will move to next topic, symbols of elements. Here we will discuss how we will write the symbol of elements. Now in mathematics, we denote mathematical operation by symbols. Much the same way in chemistry, each element is denoted by a symbol. Usually, each element is denoted by the first letter of its name in English or Latin language in capital letter. For example, symbol of hydrogen is capital H. However, when the first name of several element is same, then the element is denoted by the two letter. First letter of the symbol is in capital letter, followed by the second or third letter in the name of the element in small letter. For example, hydrogen and helium both are starting with capital H. So the symbol of hydrogen is H and the symbol of helium is He. Now come to next example, elements of carbon and calcium. Carbon and calcium both is starting with C, but the symbol of the carbon is C and the calcium is Ca. Children, already we have discussed previously the properties of metals and non-metals. Now we will discuss the symbol of metal. Here the magnesium, the symbol is Mg, aluminium Al, calcium Ca, manganese Mn, nickel Ni, zinc Zn, platinum Pt, lithium Li, barium Ba, radium Ra. Here some of the symbols of elements derived from their Latin names. For example, antimony, the Latin name is stibbium, Sb, gold, Latin name is aurum, Au, iron, Latin name is ferrum, Fe, mercury, hydrogerium, Hg, potassium, kalium, K, sodium, natrium, Na, silver, argentum, Ag, tin, stannum, Sn, copper, cuprum, Cu, tungsten, wolfram, W. Now come to next symbol of non-metals. First hydrogen H, nitrogen N, oxygen O, fluorine F, chlorine Cl, bromine Br, iodine I, carbon C, sulfur S, phosphorus P. Now come to third class of elements, metalloids. Metalloids are the elements whose properties are intermediate between metals and non-metals. Here the properties, they are shiny, brittle, solids and look like metals but behave largely like non-metals. Here are some of the examples: boron, symbol is B, silicon, Si, germanium, Ge, arsenic, As, antimony, Sp. Now we will move to fourth class of elements, noble gases. The elements found in air in traces in gaseous state which do not react chemically with any other element are called noble gases. As these elements are found only in air in small traces, therefore sometimes they are called rare gases. For example, helium, the symbol is He, neon, Ne, argon, Ar, krypton, Kr, xenon, Xe, radon, Rn. That's all.